saying, it's great to be here. It's great to see all you guys out come to this event. IdeaFestival, it's a really cool notion that a lot of people worked hard on to put together. As I was saying before, my name's Joe Tudor. I'm the art director here at a local agency called HitSense.com. HitSense does a lot of cool things. We specialize in website design, app development. We even do some games on the side for mobile apps. We work in a lot of different countries all over the world. But the main thing we do is we tell stories. So today I just kind of want to share some stories with you guys about who I am, how I ended up at HitSense, and then tell you a little bit more about what HitSense does. And HitSense was started by two guys when they were sophomores in high school. Some of you may be there now, a little bit behind, which is a crazy thing to think you can start a business as a sophomore in high school. They did it. 15 years later, we are where we are today. The cool thing about HitSense is the culture there is all about dreaming. Our motto is dream it real. And I can't think of anything else we do on a daily basis other than that. It's literally, I know it sounds cheesy, so bear with me, but we literally just have dreams, have ideas, and then we build up from that, and we turn them into great things, and we release them into the world for people to digest, interact with, and mostly just have fun with. Like, we're all about having fun, creating things that people can enjoy. So my story is I was blessed before HitSense to have a ton of boring jobs. I had the most mind-numbing, daydream-inducing jobs ever. One of the first jobs I remember specifically for this is I grew up on a farm. Anybody here do any farm work? Couple people? All right, well, on a farm, there's tons of awesome jobs to do when you get older. You know, you can feed cows, you can haul tobacco, you can haul hay. It's actual physical labor. Well, before you get old enough to do that, there was this one daunting task I had to do anytime I was at the farm. Anybody guess what that is? Picking up rocks. You would just go out into a field, and if you saw a rock, you had a barrel, and you put it in there, and you just kept pushing. At the time, you're there, and you're thinking, man, I could be doing so many different things right now besides picking up rocks. I could be fishing. I could be swimming. You know, there's so many better things to do than picking up rocks. But after a while, you're just going through the motions, and your mind starts to wander. Well, I had a lot of jobs like that. Growing up, after I even in college had mind-numbing jobs. But now, I found a place where they'll actually pay me to do that. I just get to dream and have ideas all day long, and it's the best thing. So, as bad as it was to have a silly job like picking up rocks, it was an important job. It had to be done. So it instilled a lot of, work ethics in myself that I still carry out today. But it gave me the chance to dream, to have ideas, and just to think, and to escape into some adventure or story or fictitious thing that I was putting together in my mind. And it's just always a chance to imagine and create things. So I also had this problem in school where if the teacher's up talking and I'm staring directly at them, I'll just see their mouth move, but I have no idea what they're saying. Like, I can't focus. So I had this trick I would do when I was elementary school all the way through high school. And I still do it in meetings today. Clients are probably thinking I'm not paying attention. But I just sit and I draw and I doodle and I make notes. And it's the only way I can hear what people are saying. Now, teachers, if you're out there, don't get mad at me when you get to class Monday and you're like, why are all my kids just drawing? And they're like, that guy at the IdeaFestival said he could do it. It may not work for everybody, but I did prove myself. I always got good grades, so they probably gave me a little bit of leeway there. But I would constantly sit, draw, and it's the only way I could really absorb things. But I was usually drawing something that was related to what we were talking about. Now, one specific moment comes to mind. I was in high school. I think I was a junior, definitely in a math class, because I was really terrible at math. It's something you have to work hard at, and I just didn't have, numbers don't click with me, but that's okay, side point. So I'm sitting there drawing, and I really had an aha moment sitting in Miss Hedrick's Algebra 2 class. I'm sitting there, I'm doodling, and there was a girl, her name was Carrie Copus. She was the greatest artist in school. I have no idea what she's doing today, but I hope she's still using this talent because she was amazing at it. Well, she happened to be in my class. So I'm sitting there and I'm drawing, and she's like, "You're really good at that." And I was like, "Oh, well, thanks for noticing." I was like, "That's quite a compliment coming from an artist, as talented as you." And she said, "You should be a graphic designer." And my response was, what's a graphic designer? She explains it to me. There's this job you can have where you get up every day, you draw, you design things, you create ideas, campaigns, and people pay you to do this. You get to get up every day and draw and design and create and have ideas, and someone will actually pay you to do this. It was the most, I was like, sign me up. That's what I'm doing. And from there, didn't look back. I just always knew it's what I wanted to do. I don't know why my guidance counselors never hit me to the idea or the notion of a graphic designer or how to use these talents and skills. But I'm very thankful for Carrie Copus in my algebra class that turned me on to that. So we can fast forward a few years later. Go to college, officially graduate, visual communications degree. I'm good to go. Let's do this. So I wind up at hitsense.com. Now, I don't know how many people have heard of HitSense, but it's very apparent from day one when I got there, they need two things out of you. One, you have to dream, and two, you have to dream big. They don't want you doing, Chris and Clinton are the founders of hitsense.com, as I said, two twin brothers. They never want to do anything like it's ever been done before. And they never want to do it small. They never want to do it quick, but we always want to do it better. Constantly innovating, constantly pushing, constantly challenging. And that has led HitSense into a lot of interesting opportunities. It's got us in some things that we didn't always succeed at. But it's also given us opportunities to work with amazing clients, great people. We've learned so many valuable lessons over time. And it's just the freedom of going to work every day and somebody pushing you and say, have an idea. Have a big idea. Have a big idea that we can share with the entire world, and we will support you on it. So you have this absolute freedom, but then you also have the responsibility to work hard and to deliver on that. And so now I'm going to tell you a little story about something that really changed the shape of HitSense. And it all happened just one morning. We used to have these Friday meetings, much like today. Say this is one big Friday meeting we're having. And the creatives would get together and we would say, what can we do? What can we change up? What can we improve on? Is there some kind of campaign or something we can come up with? Something we can push ourselves in that we haven't done before? And we're kicking ideas around, and designers can be really honest with each other, like to a fault, where they'll tell you straight up something they think is a good idea or a bad idea, but you kind of got to have a thick skin and just move on. So after about 45 minutes of just hashing things out, thrashing through some stuff, we have this idea. An idea, and some of you may have heard of it, called Draw a Stick Man. Anybody ever heard of that? A couple people? Nice. Very simple idea, right? Everybody in here is drawing a stick man. Well, we wanted to create something that really interacted with people and really responded with people in real time. So we're kicking ideas around, and we say, we want you to be able to draw a stick man on your screen. And then we want this guy just to come to life, to really represent an idea. Because that's what ideas are. I mean, it's something you write down, you come up with, and then all of a sudden, boom, the thing's off and running. Like, it's alive. It's a living thing. So we wanted this guy just to completely be the cutest little stick man ever. We wanted him to go run off, have adventures, and basically conquer the world. And we were leaving this meeting, and we were feeling really good. We're very happy about it. One thing that I think tied it all together is at the end of the meeting, I remember one girl spoke up and she's like, it's cool to do this. And this was like 2007, mind you. But she was like, how are people going to know about it? And we did one simple thing that I think really changed the way this entire thing could have went. And we said, we have to share it. So at the end of you drawing this, you typed in a message and shared it with a friend. And you could send it via Facebook, via Twitter, or via email. Now, Stickman today has been around the world, no telling how many thousands of times. It's had millions of views across the world. It's been the #1 free app in almost every market at some point in time in something like 17 countries around the world. So this little guy, it was just a very simple idea, really came to life and really changed the world. It's given HitSense the opportunity. It's taken us to New York 3 times, where we've been recognized for Webby Awards, which is the highest honor that an agency can receive in the website industry. It's taken us on many trips out west to LA. It takes us to London. And just recently, one of our co-founders left to pioneer, and he moved to Shanghai, China. So we actually created an alternate version of Stickman in China called Matchman. So this idea or notion of building from the dream up, that's all that was. We had a simple idea, and we just took it, and it grew every time. And every time it would grow, we had to figure out, what can we do next to make it grow bigger? And it's literally taken HitSense from a company of 2 brothers in high school to now having roughly 60 to 70 employees around the world. And that's why the true epitome of HitSense is literally dream it real. And when you have that, there's really nothing you can't do or nothing you can't accomplish. It sounds like a simple notion and a simple concept, but it's really the foundation of what we do each and every day. So I've told you a little bit about HitSense. I've told you about our most successful campaign, something that we're still growing. There's tons more that I probably skipped over on that. The game's in so many different languages. It's really done a lot, and it's really given HitSense a lot of opportunities. Now, something we just recently went through is we moved downtown. We have this awesome new building downtown. We're on 4 floors up, overlooking the Bowling Green Hot Rod Stadium, which is very nice. And if you are like me, sometimes you want to throw stuff off that balcony just to watch it go. Well, you can't just throw anything off of it, because the city of Bowling Green may not, I think they would frown upon that. But what you can do is sometimes when you're at your desk and you're frustrated and you're stuck and you're like, I just can't, I need something to get me going, get me moving. I'll write down on a piece of paper an idea I want to achieve, a problem I'm having, just something I need to get over and something I need to get past. And I actually build an airplane. And then I want to see how far this airplane can go. Because paper planes are a lot like ideas. You have them, they're tangible, there's something you can hold on to. You've just affirmed, you've stated your idea, you've stated your problem. So they're real, they exist. Now, with every idea, much like an airplane, I think the flight represents the life of an idea. It may experience some bit of success, but at some point, it's probably going to crash. But man, when that thing is flying, you feel really good about it. You really are excited to see what's happening. So, I'm going to give you guys a little homework. You don't have to participate in it if you don't want to. But as you can see, everybody knows Twitter, right? Anybody on Twitter in here? Well, HitSense is all about realizing dreams, making ideas happen. So we thought no better place than the IdeaFestival, the first IdeaFestival here in Bowling Green. We want to help somebody with an idea or a project they want to see through. So what we're asking you guys to do, We've given you a sheet of paper. The girls are handing them out now. We want you to take this paper. If you have an idea, you have something you've been thinking about for a long time, and you're like, I don't know what to do with this. Or if you just want to bounce it off somebody, I want you to take that idea. I want you to write it on this paper. Or you can draw it. We encourage drawing. We're pro drawing. I want you to take a picture of it, tweet it at HitSense, hashtag DreamUp. Now, can't tell you what the prize will be. We'll check all your guys, all the submissions out. We'll give them a look. Definitely contact someone. But the whole goal here is we just want to circulate ideas. We want to talk to people about ideas. Sometimes the best thing to do is just to say your idea. Affirm it. Get it out there and get it moving, get it started. And that's the whole goal of this campaign. You know, HitSense is here in Bowling Green. We're staying in Bowling Green. We love Bowling Green. We want to help people in and around Bowling Green. So any of you guys that have an idea or think you have something that you want to share, we would love to talk about that with you. Come in, check out our office. It's a very fun place. Like I said, I do this to kind of relieve stress. Some people play ping pong. Some people go walk around the square. But it's amazing that such a simple thing as just writing down an idea and getting a group of people together, huddled up, to say, oh, what's the result of this going to be? Just how relaxing and liberating that can be. So I hope you guys find that same experience with this. I encourage you to participate. It's just something fun that we like to do. HitSense is always pushing, trying to do something different. So don't be embarrassed of an idea. It's something that, it's just a chance. And you never know if it's going to fly really far or for just a little while. Or if you have a success like Stickman, and it's something that propels and carries out for a long time. So is anybody nervous about me flying this plane? That's what I'm doing, by the way, if you didn't know. This is always the hardest part. You build your plane, you don't know what it's going to do. In this case, there's a lot of people watching. And I'm not 4 stories high like I usually am, which usually increases some of the flight time. So hopes and dreams right here, guys. I encourage you to participate. If nothing else, I very much hope you enjoyed this. Encourage you to check out hitsense.com. You're going to love the rest of these speakers. They're awesome, talented people. And we just want to thank the IdeaFest for having us. This is a great opportunity. The very first one. So cheers to let's keep it going. And you guys have been great. Thank you. Oh! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. Thank you, guys.